they're panicking because they think you want to give up. Please scroll on if this doesn't resonate. They're not ready to give up. They're like giving themselves a pep talk. Don't put it off anymore. And telling themselves not to fear. Like, this is them talking to themselves. I think they've been waiting for you to be single for a while, or it's like they've been waiting for the stars to all line up for you both to be single at the same time, or both to be going through the same thing at the same time. And I also think they're waiting for the stars to line up for them to run into you or contact you. Please don't contact them, okay? They may have already contacted you. In fact, they probably already have. I think, because I'm not trying to make you delusional, I think this is someone you already suspect. If you have to ask who this is about, it's probably not for you. I've had a few people ask me that lately. Seriously, I can't tell you who this is about. If somebody doesn't come into your mind, it's not for you. I'm not trying to tell you to look for people to make this be about. So really, my goal here is to strengthen your discernment. So yeah, I think they're trying to tell themselves, like, okay, here's what I think, is that they have already come back in. They've already made some kind of contact with you. And now they're just kind of, trying to make a move, waiting to make a move. And I think maybe you even told them to give up a long time ago. Like, this is not ready to give up. I mean, I think they've had opportunities where they could have given up. Not noble. Something happened that was not noble. I don't even think it was something they did intentionally. I think it was something, I'm going to be honest, my first impression is that it's actually you, the person. And you know what? Okay, here's what I mean. I don't think it was even something you did. It could have been something misconstrued. I just think this, whatever happened before, ended badly. Like a crash landing, like this plane right here. I'm just here, like, kind of getting a vision of it just crashing. And I think that's what happened. 3 cards here. Time for a change. Fear held me back. Your strength intimidates people. They're intimidated by you. Like, they are just, actually, I think they're just in awe of you. Which I think what happened, I think, okay, nothing to fear and fear held me back. Something about this, like, I think this is, something went weird in your connection before. I can't quite put my finger on the scenario that would cause this, but they were afraid to question you about what they thought, so I think they just went with their assumption. Like, fear held them back. Like, okay, now I think I know. I think it's that they were afraid to assume the worst. It's like they were just basically, like, let's say if you had chosen someone else, or I don't know, they felt that you had rejected them. And I think they're very sensitive about that. And if somebody really wants you, that's the thing. You hear all the time that if somebody, if they really want to contact you, they would. But I think a lot of people think about it. You have to get over your fear of rejection. I mean, heck, I think we all might have people that from time to time we think, well, I'd contact them, but you're afraid what they're going to say, so you just don't. And then, of course, you sit there kind of wondering, are they going to contact me? Is someone going to contact me? I think fear held them back before. Yeah, okay. See, as soon as I said that, then I look at this card. Yeah, this card says that. Exactly. Like, I think that's why they're giving themselves a pep talk now, because fear did hold them back. And it's time for a change. I think, really, this is a big step for them. Funny, like, tonight I feel like I'm getting a few readings where it's for the other person. If they want to contact you, you let them know. I think this is a good thing, though. Like, I don't think this is someone you wouldn't want to hear from. And I'm not even saying it has to be romantic, because you might be happy being single. It could be a friend. I think this is someone you'd want to hear from. Put it that way. And if you suspect you know who it is and you want to leave them a comment below, go ahead, because they may be stalking you on social media. Create your reality. I choose you. This card keeps coming out today. Oh, emotional vampire. Good vibes only. Here's what I think about this. This create your reality. This card doesn't come out very often. Here's what I think happened. I think you and this person in the past could choose, and I think you chose each other, but I think, I always tell people, you got to be careful when you bend down to pull somebody off the ground, because they could easily just pull you back down there with them. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. I think that the two of you together could choose to either be emotional vampires for each other or good vibes. You could good or bad. And I think if you get back together, and I'm thinking that for some people it's friendship, it's however it resonates. I'm not trying to steer it in any direction. Could be romantic, could be friendship, could be anything, however it resonates. But I do think you need to focus on the good. Because anyway, like even this not noble, that's what I mean. Here, okay, it's starting to make sense now. I think you kind of dragged each other down, but I don't think it has to be that way. I just think it was kind of toxic. Like, even just something like gossiping about people, you know, like just dragging each other into negativity. I don't think either of you want to do that, though. Again, I think you kind of both had enough of it, and I think it led to the downfall of whatever this was. I think it led to the not noble. You know, after a while you questioned each other because things just got so negative that you didn't put anything past each other. You know, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if this is for you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I just feel like this was what was probably once a toxic friend. But again, please don't limit it to that. Could be anything. 3 cards from my manifestation deck. You make peace wherever you go. That keeps coming out. You have nothing to hide, and you are aware of your purpose. Okay, here's immediately what I get. If you decide to pursue this friendship again, or whatever it is, relationship, situationship, whatever it is, don't let this person persuade you or dissuade you, or I should say derail you. That's the word, from your purpose. Don't let them drag you down, in other words. I think you've done better without them. Again, but I kind of think they're in the same place where they don't want to be dragged down either. I think if you got back together, like let's say you had a phone conversation, it wouldn't surprise me if they even brought it up and said, you know, we used to do this and I don't want to be that way anymore. I've kind of changed. And I'm not saying this person has to be a goody-goody or anything. I just mean, I know how it is. Like, I don't think people realize how bad the negativity, like you just drag each other down. And social media has so much to do with it. It's where you focus, wherever you focus, wherever your heart is. You know, if you focus on love, you'll find love everywhere. You know, if you focus on bad things, you'll find bad things everywhere. You have nothing to hide. And I feel like that goes along with this. Like, if you focus on the good, you have less things to hide. You know, you don't have to worry about people worrying, like, you don't have to worry about stuff like, are they going to know I was talking about them? Because you weren't talking about them. Look, talking about people, gossiping, all that crap, it's overrated. It is overrated. I'm sure there are people in my personal life who think I talk about them. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If anyone from my personal life is hearing this, I am so busy, like as a full-time content creator. This isn't my only channel. I've got a few things going on. And you know what? I enjoy it. I'm sort of just like that driven type of person because I've had people in my life who tried to hold me back and take all my time. And it's just kind of nice to finally have time to focus on what I want to do. And it's build certain things. And I don't have time to talk about anyone. And it feels good. You know, I just want to let people know that. If they're out there talking about me, whoever you are across the board, whoever you are, no matter how I know you, I can promise I have not spent a second of my life talking about you or thinking about you. I've been doing content for the past couple years, and that's just how it is. Anyway, you have nothing to hide. Neither do I. I just feel like this person doesn't realize your intentions are pure. You make peace wherever you go. Continue to do so. This is going to get you through. Good vibes. Make peace. You have nothing to hide. It is spoken. It is written. And so it is. Amen.